gonna make a live in case somebody wants to watch it later. I fell for the trap. Now, when I say I fell for the trap, let me tell you what I'm talking about. There's people in the world who will try to trick you out of things, make your life harder, try to get you to leave that job, try to make you think you're gonna get that promotion. They'll lie to you right to your face. No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. No. They'll mess up something that was good for you, and you'll have to catch yourself up. You have to get yourself back on track. But in the process of people setting these traps for you and you falling for them, which is part of life, you know, everybody makes their own moves. It's free will. People do what they want to do. But you learn to have the ability to see people for who they are. And you learn to have the ability to make better decisions next time. I fell for a lot of traps. I had a lot of friends who turned out not to be friends. I had a lot of people who smile in your face, deceive you. You have family members. They'll invite you around just because they want to talk trash about you or they want to set you up. I'm talking about everybody. The thing I learned is that when the chips were down and things were going really, really bad for me, people would diminish that. Oh, you didn't go through that. It wasn't that bad. You all right. I had to rely on myself. I also learned, how'd you get in that situation in the first place? Were you too trusting in somebody? Did you try and make somebody something that they weren't from the beginning? Did you fail to recognize that and put yourself in a harder situation in life? You see, life can be easy as soon as you accept the fact, I'm going to focus on doing what's best for me, and I'm going to focus on my goals. And you'll have a much easier time judging and discerning the people who are in your life, who come into your life. Not everybody's out here to help you. A lot of people are out here just to be the puppet master. Just want to use you. Watch you fall down by the wayside, steal what they can from you. They don't care. It's not their job to care. You're here in the world. You are here to your mission with God. You are. Nobody else. Unfortunately, for some of us, it takes some time to realize that. Too easily to trust, too easy to help. Too confident in ourselves, not doing enough work, not doing enough homework, not putting in enough work. The world's very unforgiving. And it's not the next person's job to make sure that you make the right decision. It's your job. So I fell for a lot of traps. Now, I heard someone say recently that you either get the lesson or you get the blessing. And I got a lesson. I got a lot of lessons. And I'm glad I did, because that's part of life. I went through a really hard cycle from 2020 to 2025. From the time I went down to Texas, started hauling sand in the oil field, started traveling overseas. I learned a lot about people. I learned a lot about organizations. I learned a lot about how people manipulate you. I learned a lot about how you really have to understand who people are early on. And you have to hold that and say, hey, this is who that person is. This is what they want from me. A lot of people want to help you, but you have to want to help yourself. I lost sight of my objectives. I'm the one who is responsible for me and the decisions that I make. And it was hard at first for me to accept the fact that, yeah, people don't have good intentions for you. You know, I wanted to think that everybody was good and wanted the best for me and would see my value. No, you have to see your value. You do. You up for promotion? There's somebody right there. He don't deserve that promotion. Let me make sure he don't get it. There's someone who don't like what you speak out about. There's somebody who wants to stop you. There's someone who wants to break your confidence. There's somebody who wants to break your faith, who wants to break your spirit. There's someone who doesn't like the way that you look. They don't like the cut of your jib. They don't like your hair color. They don't like the color of your skin. They don't like the way that you talk. There's always somebody out there who's going to say, hey, you know what? Mess this guy up a little bit. I'm going to rattle this guy. Who cares? Let all that go. You stay focused on your goals. Very important lesson. There are people out here who just want to hurt you or see you fail or bring you up so they can drop you back down. They don't want you to believe in yourself. They don't want to see you do better. Matter of fact, they get happy when they see you fail. Some people out here want to see you cry and be upset. That's the way the world is. And it's sad, but it's true. Hello. Why don't I answer you? I'm answering you right now. And that's the way the world goes, you know? But going through that process was really important for me because I finally understood, oh, I could do it by myself. Because things got so hard for me and nobody helped and nobody called. Nobody checked up on me. People just stopped talking to me, cut me out. Didn't want to deal with me anymore. Said, you're the problem. Said, you're crazy. Okay? That's your opinion. You say what you want to say. I'm focused on me now. Number one. That's it. So people can say what they want to say. But if you don't see me come around anymore, you already know why. Because I saw you when you lied right to my face. I looked right at you. And my intuition said, you know I was right. You all know what you did. I know what I did too. But it won't happen again. The characters that come into your life and they say, oh yeah, we're for you. And they're just using you for a purpose. That's it. They just want to use you up for whatever they need you for and they throw you in the trash. That's the way the world is. And we all go through it. That's why I'm making this video. We all go through it. That's the way the world is. It's not about, oh, everybody's just going to see how good I am or the good intentions that I have or that, I mean well for people. No. You make a friend, you make a relationship with somebody, they're going to come along and somebody going to get in their ear and they're going to say, oh, yeah. They say, nah, you don't want to talk to them because blah, 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 blah. Somebody always there to mess it up for you. If they can't mess it up for you, they'll find someone close to you and they'll get in there and they'll mess it up for them so they can mess it up for you. That's why you need to focus on yourself. And just that. So people who think I'm crazy, I'm not crazy. I just saw who people were. And I stopped feeding into it. I said, oh, that's how you are. Okay. But I don't have to be like that though. That was the lesson. I don't have to be like that. I can be myself. And I can follow my own journey with my own goals, my own path, and do the best that I can. Knowing that there's a whole line of people, there's a whole auditorium of people out there just waiting to stop you. You know? The line for people who want to mess you up is this long. And the line for people who want to help you out, that long. And that's the way the world is, and we all know that. Anybody who wants to help you out in this world, most of the time, they want something on the back end. You're not going to meet too many true friends. You're not going to have too many true relationships. You're going to meet a lot of people who only want to come into your life to see what they can use you for or to get a reaction out of you, for whatever reason they want to do it for. You'll never know. If you got a good heart and you're a good person and you mean well, they're going to try and take however you are and turn it around and spin it around and portray you as something different to other people. That's what it is. And we all know that. We all know that. Who's down here writing in the comments? What's going on? I appreciate that. I can't even see what that says, man. I don't even know what that says. I'm sorry, I don't know what that says. I appreciate the comment though. So, I finally woke up and I said, okay, y'all won. Y'all won that game. You guys all got me on that one. You got me. A lot of you guys fooled me, tricked me. Cool. Learned the lesson. Won't happen again though. Even though y'all gonna try. A lot of people are gonna try. There's a lot of things I can say right now about the people in my life, family and friends, loved ones, past jobs, employers. But, you know, I saw what it was. I know what it is now. I appreciate it because I got the lesson, you know. But everything that we all do, including myself, you know, when you do something in the world, there's a consequence for it later on down the line. And I started to realize, why am I taking on the consequences? Why am I helping out people who don't care about me, don't want to give back, don't care about me? Diminish the things that I do or the value that I add, or just want to take your ideas and steal them. Hey, we don't need that guy. Yeah, whatever. Should have focused on myself. Now I know. And I hope you all do the same thing. It's okay to be selfish and just focus on yourself. It doesn't matter where you are, where you start from, how far behind you are, where you came from, none of that matters. Just focus on yourself. There's not too many people out here in this world nowadays who want to help you out. And everybody's looking for a shortcut. We got artificial intelligence programs out here now. Everybody's looking for a shortcut. Everybody's looking to, you know, copy people's voice, copy people's image, you know, get up under somebody's skin, find creative ways to get them up out of the way. Nobody wants to see you win. You got to want to see yourself win. That's the lesson that I learned. Stop over investing in all these people who don't really give a damn about you. They don't. They just see you as an opportunity, a sheep that they can fleece, and that's the reality of the world. It's sad. You know? You want it to be a better and happier place, but it's really not like that. You got to link up with God and get focused on what your path is and what your mission is in life and walk it. And you're going to have to stiff arm a lot of people out of the way who just want to get in your way just to slow you down and mess you up. You know? And if they think that's rude, too bad. You know what I mean?